Hey book besties, I just entered this video and now I had to restart because I forgot to add a couple of books. But today we are going over the 17 books I am putting on my September TBR. And so one thing about me is if I'm gonna read a book, I'm gonna make a video about it. And so I am like really type A, and I just like to have my month planned out. I like to have my videos planned out. I like to know what I'm gonna read, and know what I'm going to record. So I can't just like spontaneously mood read and be happy with it. And maybe that's just because I'm just beginning like my book reading journey, which also give me recommendations. I have been begging, and I'm about to crawl on my hands and knees because I need book recommendations and I need to know your thoughts on popular booktubers' favorite books, and I need to know if you agree with them or not. And so you heard me right. I'm reading 17 books in the month of September. I know I'm crazy. I have a couple small trips planned, and so I'm expecting to be able to like read over those holidays. And I'm excited. Like, I'm thrilled to be reading this much. Because I'm just a reader girly. And I think that I might just only like read more and more from here because I'm kind of just getting into it. And as I said in my August monthly wrap up, if you didn't watch that, just go hop over and watch that after this and you can get my thoughts on those books. I read 8 books in the month of August, and I just want to preface this September TBR video by saying I am recording this mid-August. I recorded my monthly wrap-up mid-August because I'm a student and I just need to be able to like record, edit, and post. Well, record and edit at least like a full week before, and preferably 2 weeks. So right now I'm like set 2 weeks ahead of schedule, just in case school or work or anything gets in the way, because come September, which is when you're watching this, I am going to be a full-time student. I'll be taking 16 credits, maybe 17, I can't remember. And then I also will be working 15 to 20 hours. And so I'm gonna be a busy girl. I will be. So I just need to get ahead of everything. And that's okay. So it will be a full month before, like a full month of reading in between when I post my September TBR to when I post my September wrap up. And that's how it was done in August too. And I just want to preface that. But the books I'm reading in September are all going to be the ones for my September videos. And so I will have read some of these books in August, and I'll be reading them in August, but they will be posted in September, and I don't want to ruin my content later down the line. And if you have questions about that, please let me explain further and go in my comments and ask questions, because I'm sure that was really confusing. It makes sense in my head, but we know how crazy it is up there. So let's hop right into it, and I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you the videos I'm filming this month, what I'm reading for the videos, and give you a little breakdown of what the books are about. Actually, yeah, that's my job. So the first two books I'm reading this month, it's actually gonna be the highest and the lowest rated on my Goodreads, which I am both excited for and nervous about. So the first one is Six of Crows, and then the second is Murder on the Christmas Express. And I know you're thinking, Daisy, it's literally September, and I'm like, but it's the lowest on my TBR, on my Goodreads. Why it is on there, I have no idea. Let's check the rating, actually. I don't mean to get in your face. Maybe I'll check it on my phone. And so I am both excited and nervous to read this book. They are both coming in the mail. It should be here tomorrow. And that's all I have to say about it. But let's Okay, it's not coming up. 1 second. Okay. Murder on the Christmas Express is by Alexandra Benedict. It's rated 3.16. I literally, nobody that I'm following has shelved this book. So I don't know why I'm reading it. But it should be good. It looks like it's like a murder mystery. It says, in the early hours of Christmas Eve, the sleeper train in the Highlands is derailed along with the festive plans of its travelers. With the train stuck in the snow in the middle of nowhere, a killer stalks its carriages, picking off passengers one by one. Those who sleep on the sleeper train may never wake up again. And then just like, okay. So hopefully it's good. It's like a murder mystery type thing. So it's like Christmassy, but let's see. I'm curious to see how Christmassy it is. And then Six of Crows, I will be putting myself right in the middle of duology here because I won't be reading the second book in that vlog. So let's see when I'll get to it. This one is rated 4.48 stars. And it's, I don't want to read all of it, but it says 6 dangerous outcasts, 1 impossible heist. Kaz's crew is the only thing that might stand between the world and destruction if they don't kill each other first. It's sounding a lot like The 5 Broken Blades by Mai Corland. Is it Mai or Maya? Can somebody tell me in the comments? Which I rated that one 3.5, 3.75. I thought it was good. I'm interested to see actually if this one has multiple perspectives like the other one did, like 5 Broken Blades, because I wasn't a big fan of that. But we'll see. I wonder if that's where she got her inspiration from. We'll see. Okay, next is ACOTAR. ACOTAR is a Beauty and the Beast retelling. But I believe it's about fairies. And, yeah, it's about fairies. I think it's Feyre and Tamlin in this book. And it's kind of just going through, like, a Beauty and Beast retelling about them. She's a human and he's a fairy. And then I don't want to look into the other books for fear of spoilers, but I'm pretty sure there's like a little bit of a love triangle going on, like something happens. And there's 4 other books. I am interested to read all 5 of them. They're huge. I think the biggest one is 750 pages, and the one under that is 700, and then the one under that is 600. So we're gonna say a prayer for me that I can get these ones done in like a week and a half. I think I can. I just need to like sit down and grind. But I am so excited because these books are so hyped up. Miss Sarah J. Maas, it sounds like, did some good stuff with these books. And next, I wasn't sure if this day would come, but I'm reading the Boys of Tommen series in a vlog. So I'm reading Binding 13, Keeping 13, Saving 6, Redeeming 6, and Taming 7. Why I have those names memorized? This series is also extremely popular. I've heard minimal bad reviews on this. There have been like a couple of bad reviews. Binding 13 has 4.43 stars. There's a couple people who've rated it 2 stars. Like, it's 3% of raters have rated it 2 to 1 stars, which is crazy. Like, that's so good. So I am interested to see it. Rachel Catherine rated it 4 stars, and Destiny Sidwell rated it 5. It sounds like it's a love story between Johnny, who's a rugby player, and Shannon, who's kind of an outcast at her old school, and she moves to this school, Tommen, like, in Tommen College. And so it just sounds like it's kind of this love story. I went to TikTok to see if I could read these separately, and somebody said that like the numbers correspond with each other, so Binding 13 and Keeping 13 I could read together if I wanted to, and then take a break, and then read Saving 6 and Redeeming 6. but I'm actually just gonna read them all together. I don't want to read any of the other synopsis, which you might want me to read, but I just don't. I hate reading synopsis of second on books. Like if I haven't read the first book, like I want to read the first book because it ruins the other books, you know. And then I'm reading every single book on Abby Jimenez's backlog. So that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be a lot of hard work. There are 5 books that I haven't read. She has 6 books that I haven't read, and one is just a short novella, so it's like literally nothing. It's part of like the Improbable Meet Cute novella like series that like 6 or 7 of the most popular like romance authors put together. So I'm interested to read that. And then I read Just for the Summer like 2 months ago, I want to say. I loved it. I am still obsessed with it. Their characters and just literally everything in that book is so beautiful. I'm interested to see if other Abby Jimenez books are going to be just as good. So I guess we'll see. So the first one, I want to look these up and look at the synopsis of them all. So I'm just going to do this in real time because who cares? So The Friend Zone is her first book. It's about Kristen and Josh, and so they are both the best man and the maid of honor at their like best friends' weddings, and that's how they meet. They have like a board meeting situation, and she was actually in a relationship when she meets him, and then things go south, and it's just their love story coming together. And it sounds like Josh wants like a big family, so it sounds like one of the conflicts is going to be Josh wants a big family and Kristen is not able to give him that for whatever reason. So we'll read more about that in the book, and you'll see more about that on my vlog. And then the Happy Ever After playlist. So this one has a boy named Jason. And he is in a band, maybe not in a band, but he's like a really popular singer. And then this girl named Sloan, she is actually in the first book, and she's the one that gets married in the first book. And then her husband passes away, in like a motorcycle accident, which might spoil the first book. But it's not like a huge plot to the first book. It's a huge plot to the second book. And her husband passes away, and I'm sorry, it's really smoky and my voice is kind of dying right now. But anyways, her husband passes away, and so it's about her like finding love after him, it's so beautiful, and it's about this singer who has to go on tour, and he is busy all the time, and so it's about them making time for each other and finding love after loss. And then the next book in that series is called Life's Too Short. So this one is, sorry, I'm itching the outside of my nose, I swear. So this one is about Vanessa, who's a YouTuber, and then, what's the boy's name? Adrian. And so they live next door to each other, and Vanessa has like health difficulties, and so it kind of just shares like their love together and them finding love as like next door neighbors. She also is taking care of her sister's son for a while in this movie, and he has like a little dog, and they play like little parts in the book. And it's a cute, like, I think it's just gonna be like a cute little wholesome book. And then Part of Your World, this one is about a girl named Alexis and a guy named Daniel, and Alexis works in like a hospital, and she's like She comes from a really wealthy family, and then Daniel did not, and he kind of lives in like the middle of nowhere in this like tiny like 300-person town, and it's like their story. She kind of gets lost in the woods of this, like not in the woods, but she like gets stuck in a ditch while she's driving through this town, and that's how they meet, and they have a one-night stand, and then like they try to make things work after that, and they try to like see each other, and they just run into each other. We'll see how much I like the one-night stand trope. We'll see. So I'm excited to read that, and then not the last one, there's one more. And then yours truly, this one is, they're both working at the hospital. Her brother, it's Brianna, and then Jacob. Her brother needed like a kidney transplant, and he came into the hospital, and they work together, and they start writing like really cute letters to each other, and he has really bad social anxiety, and she just like reads him and knows him so well, and he's like poor family life, and she like helps him through that. And I'm excited. Like, I'm really excited for this one. I anticipate this one to be like one of my favorite reads, because this one is right before Just for the Summer. And then the last book is The Worst Wingman Ever. And this one, it's the tiniest little book. And so there's not much to say about this one. It's just like just an improbable meet cute situation. So it'll probably be like an okayish book. Like, I don't expect very much from a novella. Anyways, so those are the 17 books I'm planning on reading in September. Tell me which vlog you're most excited about, because I'm excited for all of them, and I want to know like what you're anticipating. And I will keep you updated in the next couple of vlogs, and I'll let you know how it's going. I'm so excited to read this month with you, and let me know if you want to buddy read any of them. We could do that. Okay, I'll see you guys later, and I hope you have a wonderful day, morning, evening, whatever it is, wherever you are. And I love you, beautifuls, besties.